Hi, I'm Jon Young. I want to give you a little background on my life as a tracker. From 1960 to 71, I spent a lot of time in my boyhood wandering with all the other kids, catching frogs and doing all that kind of stuff. But I had a grandmother who was really interested in raising me close to the earth, and she gave me some great mentoring and connected me with a lot of critters. By the time I was 10 years old, I was ready for my next mentor. Tom Brown met me on a street corner in 1971, and I began a 7-year odyssey with him, mentored in the way that he was mentored by his elder, in the arts of tracking and survival and bird language and all the things that are related to traditional hunting and gathering skills. In 1978, he opened the Tracker School, having written the book The Tracker, and I was an instructor there in 1978, 79, 80. And during that time, I went to Rutgers University and took a 5-year journey through anthropology and natural history, as well as human behavior in as many different ways as I could study it. I was really trying to understand how do people learn tracking, how is tracking passed on between generations, culturally as well as in a direct mentoring environment. And in 1983, I opened a program called Wilderness Awareness School based on that. Since 1983, I've been training trackers and have continued my passion for tracking. I love getting out there with kids. I love getting out there on my own. Really spending time with the wildlife, with the wildlands, keeping my skills of bird language alive, keeping my experiences with finding animals in wild places alive. And, you know, even as recently as yesterday, going into a new land I've never been before, sitting on a hill, looking in the distance, making some predictions about the ecology of the place and where we would most likely find the track and sign of a river otter. And going to that place and finding out, yeah, once again, you know, nature is consistent in the way that it passes patterns on through time. And so, you know, today I think my skills in tracking are around the big picture, understanding ecology, how things interrelate to one another, using my knowledge of landscape and these patterns of nature, the pattern language of nature, to make predictions and to narrow down what seemed like endless possibilities, the needle in the haystack, you know, finding one wolf in a million acres, how to really narrow down your possibilities to find an individual animal by learning to look through its eyes and asking the right questions. And I'm extremely interested in how tracking is passed on and how it interrelates to all aspects of our body, not just our eyes looking at clear prints in the ground, but how our whole body is actually a tracking instrument. And I believe that a lot of our sensory systems and capabilities, even our perceptions and the way we think, logic, even dance and tell stories, is related to an ancient need in human beings to pass on connection in a powerful way in between generations with the natural world. That's what sets me apart, I think, from other trackers who might be interested in looking at the identification of footprints or just following trails. You know, I'm interested in the footprints, following trails, and the whole suite of skills that connect us to nature in a more profound way.